Of course, people all over the globe are saddened by the death of Queen Elizabeth, especially people living there in London.
And it just so happens our own Jim Donovan is on vacation in England. And Jim joins us right now from Buckingham Palace. And Jim, thank you for checking in. When did you hear of the Queen's passing? And between now and then, what have you observed? Good evening.
Good evening, Yuki and Jessica. We learned about the Queen's passing just around 6:30 this evening. I was vacationing here in England, as you mentioned, and I was sitting down to eat dinner at a restaurant when the staff came out and announced the announcement from Buckingham Palace that the Queen had passed earlier this afternoon. The only indication earlier than that something was perhaps amiss, I noticed that the BBC broadcasters here in London suddenly started all wearing black ties and black suits, so I thought something's a little up here. So the announcement at 6:30 didn't come as a complete surprise, but there was a moment of silence at that restaurant, and then I made my way down here into the city. I took a cab to a train station, and the cab driver obviously was talking about the Queen, and the word that I keep hearing from all people here that I've spoken with is duty. Her Majesty did her duty till the very end. She actually met with the new Prime Minister of England just a few days ago on Tuesday, and the only indications that something was amiss was there was a photograph where the Queen's hand seemed to be bruised, and people were talking about her medical condition at that time. When I was getting out of the cab and getting into the train station, I handed the gentleman some money to pay for my fare, and he looked down at the money and said, "They're going to have to change this now. Her Majesty's been on our currency for 70 years. These are just the little things that I'm picking up. And then when he handed me my luggage, he said, "God save the King." At this point, we do note that the Queen's son, Charles, King Charles III, will be coming back to London tomorrow with his wife, the Queen Consort Camilla. He will be making a national address to the nation, and there will be also a meeting with the Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister here, as well as a service of some sort at St. Paul's Cathedral. Behind me, thousands of people have been coming to Buckingham Palace throughout the evening. There was a rainstorm a little while ago. As you can see, I'm dressed casually, and folks were just wanting to pay their respects. So at this point, more details are going to be coming out about the service and what we can expect for the next few days. Yuki, Jessica?
All right, Jim, thank you so much.
Indeed.
Change in your vacation
Indeed.
plans. Thank you for that.
Safe trip home. Safe trip home. Thank you, Jim.